Namanolopoulos, and we've got JM and Harry Kyriakou, our principal. Folks, during the course of the auction, if you have any questions in relation to the property or the documentation, please feel free to approach one of our colleagues and I'd be more than happy to help you. Folks, before I do commence the auction, I am obliged by law to read out the auction condition rules, and that's how the auction will be conducted here today. Every auctioneer in the state of Victoria must read this out in its entirety, so bear with me in a couple of seconds. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price that's been set, folks. As the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, the law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions by bidders and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I will use during the auction to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor is exactly that, vendor bid, and I only as the auctioneer can put a bid on behalf of the vendor. Folks, that's the formality out of the way. We'll move on to the contract of sale of real estate. Now, they have been up for sale for the past half hour. Chris tells me there's quite a few familiar faces here. He's also sent you the soft copy through email, so I'm not going to bore you by going through its entirety, but suffice to say that the particulars of sale are the vendor's agent of McGrath, estate agents of White Horse Road in Box Hill, have had the great pleasure of selling on behalf of our vendors here this afternoon. The purchaser, well, that's for you to be determined today. The successful buyer today will put their name on this contract. And on the fall of the hammer, that successful buyer will be asked to pay 10% deposit on the fall of the hammer with a balance of 30, 60 or 90 days. Is that correct? 60, 90. 30, 60? 90. Great. Nice and flexibility there. 30, 60 or 90 days settlement for you folks is available to you. Also embodied into the contract is a nomination clause, which simply means that if you're here today, bid on behalf of someone else, or the other half isn't here to sign the documentation, you can bid in confidence and substitute or nominate another name to the contract prior to settlement. Cash forward contract, folks, that's the contract, the vendor statement, it's all there, it's been up for display for the past half hour, as I said, so you've all had an opportunity to have a look at it, you all know what you're buying, and you've all been able to do your due diligence. Are there any questions before I go any further in regards to, one, the documentation, or two, the property? Well, that's great. It seems like I've done my job quite well, and so is Chris in speaking to you guys leading up to today's auction. Folks, a few more words before I do call for your bidding, and that is to say thank you to our vendors for entrusting McGrath in selling their property. It's certainly been a great honour in having represented them here in the last 4 or 5 weeks. But more importantly, we have on offer for you what I believe is one of the best single-level 3-bedroom townhouses on the market. Roughly about 18 years old, but it's been renovated the last 2 years, meticulously renovated throughout, evaporative cooling, updated kitchens, bathrooms, you name it, the whole lot. What a beautiful access here to a garage. You want 1, 2, 3, 4 cars? How many cars you want off the street? This is sensational affordability here. The property itself is located very close to all transportation, very close to easy access to the M3 freeway, Eastland, Westfield, you name it folks, it's all hop, skip and jump for you. When buying real estate, can I stress to you how important it is to buy location, and that is testament of the turnout that we have here today. There are buyers here that want to live here in Donvale. Number 1, Chippewa Avenue has created a lot of interest in the past 4 to 6 weeks. Our vendors are genuinely looking at selling, folks. Make sure about that, make no mistake about that. Rest assured, if we do receive a fair and reasonable bid, the property will be sold to the highest bidder. Bit of advice, there's 2 ways of buying real estate at auction. One is, on the fall of the hammer, have your hand up, congratulations, you bought yourself a property. In the unlikely event that we are going to pass the property in, again, have your hand up, then we will negotiate with you, or you will have the first right to negotiate at the vendor's reserve price. Folks, 1 Chippewa Avenue here in Donvale, I wish you good luck. I wish my sellers good luck. I've got clear instructions. I know where I need to be. I need your participation in the bidding here today. Now, there are quite a few of you here, so we don't have any misunderstanding. Please give me a clear yellow raise of the hand. I'll try and look out for you. Hamilton will do the same, and my colleagues will do the same as well. So, I've said enough. Chippewa Avenue here in Donvale. I've got a very important question to pose to you. What's it worth? Do I hear a fair and reasonable bid to start me off here in Donvale? I'm open to bid anywhere, folks. I'm in your hands. This is where the silence comes into it now. Hey, Chris, nothing's changed after so many years. An opening bid anywhere, folks. I'm in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Anywhere you like, an opening bid, fair and reasonable. We have genuine sellers. We want to get sold today. This is our third auction. We've sold 2 with big crowds. This is the third one. We want to get a hat trick today. An opening bid anywhere if you like. I won't suggest a figure at this stage. We have been quoting it between $690 and $750. That gives a bit of an indication where you should be sitting. An opening bid anywhere. Who's going to be first to put their hand up? Anywhere at all. Calling for an opening bid anywhere. Could I suggest of 700? Nice and easy numbers. At 700 anywhere. Put your hand up. Raise the hand. You should all be jumping in at that level. Anywhere at all. Put a vendor bid in. I prefer not to. I'd rather you be bidding, not me. I don't want to bid against you folks. At 700,000, I hear not to bid anywhere at all. 690, 700, I'll take that if you will. Anywhere at all. Good turnout. The sun is shining for us. Anywhere at all. Folks, I'll put a vendor bid of 700. No surprises there. At 700, it's a vendor bid. I'll take nice and easy $10,000 rise. How nice and easy 10,000. It's a vendor bid. At 700,000, I'm calling for 10. At 700,000, you should all be jumping in at this level now. At 700,000, it's a bid and offered now. It's a vendor bid. I'm calling for 710 anywhere. Any bids at the rear, Harry, Chris. At $700,000, it's a vendor bid. Now's the time to put your hand up. Now's the time to be bidding. At $700,000, it's cheap buying at this level, I can guarantee you. They are selling for a lot more than this. 3-bedroom evaporative cooling. It's got all the mod cons. At $700,000, it's a vendor bid. I'll take $10,000 rise. Anywhere at all, at $700,000 for the first call. Got to be in it to win it. At $700,000 for the second call. Any further advance at $700,000. $10,000 will get you in front. At 700, it's the vendor bid. Come with me now. Bit of a discussion happening. Come with me now. The $10,000 rise. There's a few buyers here. I know you're here. Chris has told me you're here. So now's the time to bid. At $700,000. At $700,000, I'm calling for $10,000 rise. Any further advance at 700. Substantial property, great off-street parking here, folks. Close proximity to shops, schools, you name it. At $700,000, we're selling we're selling little villa units for this kind of money, and we've got a substantial property here on a good parcel of land at $700,000 now. So, sorry? No, I'll take 10, madam. 10, we're too far away at this moment. At $10,000, I'll take your 10 if you will. At $700,000, I'll take $10,000 rise. At $700,000, I'll take 10. I won't take anything less at this stage. Way too early for that. At $700,000, I'll take $10,000. Going to be in it to win it. At $700,000 for the first call. Second call at $700,000. Third and final call. You're all out. All finished at $700,000. We'll move it along, folks. At 710, it's a vendor bid. At $710,000, it's a vendor bid. Vendor bid 710. Vendor bid, sorry, Chris. 720 if you like, sir. Come on straight back out. I didn't see you there. At 710, it's a vendor bid. 720 if you like. I'll take the 5 now. I'll give you the same option too, madam. At 5, I'll take the 5. That helps. 715, is that a bid, Chris? Yep, 715, madam. I'll give you the same option as well. 715, I'm taking 5s. At 715,000, the bids there on my right. At 715, if you will, 720. Surely you can value within $5,000. At 715,000, I won't take anything less. At 715, 720, if you will. For the first call, at 715. Second call, at 715. Third and final call, 715,000. You 20. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the bidding, sir. Good luck with that, sir. It's against you now. 720. There's 2 bidders in it there now. At 720, I'm calling for 725. Give me 730 maybe at the back there. At 720, the bid's here in the front. At 720, I'm bidding off at 725, so you come straight back. Best way to buy real estate at auction is to come straight back. Don't give them time to think about it. 25? You're in the shade. You've got to be going this way. At 720, the bid's here. At 720, the bid's here. I'm calling for $5,000 rise. Surely not going to even have it for 5. At 720,000, I'm calling for $5,000 anyway, if you will. For the first call at 720,000. Second call. Third and final call at 720. Who else is here to buy today at 720,000? $5,000 will get you back on top. Got the keys at the moment at 720.
725.
725, another bidder now. 3 bidders in it now, 725. At 725, 730. Be quick. It's only money. 5,000. 725, 730. At 730, we will get you back in front. At 725, 730. 5? Give you some time to think about it. That's 725,000 the bids there. Sir, at the rear, if you like, 730. That's 725 the bids here. 3 quick calls, folks. Let's be quick. That's 725. Once, twice, third, final call, all out, finished. 5, if you like. Got it. Thank you. 730. That's 730. 735. Madam, it's against you. Come back. The keys are there. You want the keys? Hold them. At 730,000, the bid's there now. Any further advance at 730. At 730, I'm calling for $5,000 rise. Anywhere at all, if you will. There's 3 bidders in it here now. At 730, Chris. At 730, the bid's here on my right. But the first call at 730,000, $5,000 to get you back on top. 735 is exceptional buying at this level. I can guarantee you. At 730,000 there. At 730, it's here. Are we correct? Yep. At 730, an extra $5,000 with Chris's buys, if you will. At 730, you should all be jumping in at this level, folks. I can guarantee you, you won't find it anywhere else. Not at this price bracket. At 730,000, the bid's here. Bit of a discussion happening. I'll slow it down a bit. Chippewa Avenue here in Donvale, close to all proximity to all facilities, if you like. At 730, great access. 740. 740, good solid bid. At 740, sir. 740, go 750. Show me you're just as strong. Go. At 740. 740, the bid's there. 740, give us some forward. At 740, that's a solid bid. Good way to buy a property at auction. At $740,000 once. At $740,000 twice. 5? 745, I've got it. 745. It's against you now, 750. Be quick. 745 there, Chris. 750 against you now, 750. That's 745,000 the bids here. A lot of connectivity on the right. Nothing on the left at the rear. At 745,000 the bids here. Make no mistake about it, folks. We're getting there. At 745. It's against you now, madam. 750 or give me 760. 750. 750. Great. 50. 750. Seems like the two of you stood by each other today. At 750,000 the bids there. You don't know each other by the At 750,000. At 750. 55? It's 55. We're 750. It's against you now. All seriousness. At 750,000. An extra 5,000 get you on top. 55? 55. Got it. Thank you. At 55. 60. 60. I've got it. 760. 760. 65? Go 70. Guarantee it. Go 70. 760 there. It's against you now. At 760 behind you. 765 or 770, what would you prefer? At 700, your call, your numbers. 772, good bid. 772, 772,000 the bids there. What are you going to do, ladies? At 772, James, have a chat with the ladies. What would they like to do? At 700, it's a good bid. Good bid. At 772, an extra 5. 775. At 775, I have it now. It was a good try, sir. 775, go the magic 8. 780. 775, the bid's there. Are there any further bids anywhere at all? At 775, I'm betting off it. We're going to be hopefully selling soon. At $775,000 once, twice, 82. 782. At 782.
Yeah, we're starting.
We're selling, we're on the market at 782,000. If we don't get a better bid, the bid's here, 782, Chris. We're selling, folks, at $782,000. The bid's here. 785, 85, 90, 95, 795, good bid. 795, good way to blow them out of the water. At 790, 800, 800, 800. It's worth it. At $800,000, the bid's there. It's against you now. 800,000, or anyone else for that matter. At 800,000, the bid's there. Any further advance, we are selling. At 800,000, I'm calling for $5,000 rise. 812, good bid. I love his 12s. At 812, 812, madam. At 812,000, the bid's there on my right. What would you like to do? You've been with me all the way. I'd hate for you to miss out now. 812,000, bring it up to 815 if you will. 812,000, the bid's there. Any further advance? For the first call at $812,000, we're selling. Selling at $812,000. Out, definitely. Thank you for today. We'll make sure, and I want you to miss out. Thank you. I'll give you 3 quick calls. At $812,000, we're going to be selling on the fall of my contract. Once, twice, third and final call. We're all out, all finished. It's going. It's going. It's sold. Congratulations. Thank you very much.